Thought leadership is about leadership that is based on progressive ideologies, beliefs, and orientations with significant pragmatic and impact appeal. Consider the low and peripheral position that African continent occupies in the global political, social, and economic order. Africa needs a lot of people who will step beyond um, traditional leading roles into thought leadership roles. Hi, my name is Gideon Oguniye. I'm the project lead of Fat Corner Project. On today's episode of Every Voice Matters, I'm going to be talking about thought leadership in Africa, and I'm going to be looking at this topic under some subheadings. What is a thought leader? What are the steps to become a thought leader? And what are the rewards of thought leadership? Becoming a thought leader, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that we begin when we build track records in our organization, industry, and niche, and then we share our expertise so that others can learn from our experience. A thought leader can be referred to as an individual or a firm that is recognized as an authority in a specialized field and whose expertise is sought and often rewarded. Thought leaders are change agents, people who try to change the world about the issues they care about. I I admire thought leaders in Africa like Shiamanda Ngozi Adichie, who is a Nigerian author and a public speaker, and who is often seen behind the mic, speaking to our audience, engaging our audience about racism, about sexism, and about the human condition. She started the year 2018 slaying a French journalist for a lack of knowledge about Nigeria, and ended it on stage with former U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama. Uh, there's another one that I admire a lot. His name is Kumi Naido, who is a South African crime fighter appointed as Secretary General of Amnesty International in August 2018. He was a youth activist in apartheid South Africa and the first African head of Green Space. Thought leaders are at their best committed to building a clear vision for the future, and they engage with stakeholders and their followers so that they can bring about long-term and sustainable change. And you look at this like an Herculean task. Um, the good news is that you don't need a special gene or a special talent to be a thought leader. Thought leaders are men and women, young and old. They come from every ethnic, cultural, and socio-economic background. Africa is full of challenges and injustices, and we need more leaders who understand what it takes to become a thought leader. Africa needs people who can create movements that will transform lives, attitudes, and even actions of people far beyond their media circle. People that can spread their ideas far and wide. Thought leadership is about sharing your ideas across the globe, and thought leadership is about proposing a pathway for sustainable development, engaging others, especially those around you, to make a change. And as you engage people in your media circle with your ideas, you become thought leader in your circle, in your organization, in your association, and with consistency, your ideas reach wider and wider audience. And as your followership grows, you can accelerate change locally, nationally, and even internationally. So I'm going to talk about how to get started. Number one, be authentic, be comfortable with your ideas and who you are as a person. Be at ease while letting your personality shine through. Number two, choose a specific arena to work in. Think through what the future is in that particular arena, which can be in your business arena, in your political arena, or whatever arena you are passionate about, and think about what you will like to bring about. So this stage requires a lot of research, a lot of thinking, self-awareness, and knowing uh, what your niche is and what the audience in that niche, what they want, and what the future is, and what you have the ability to bring about. Get involved. Thought leaders take actions and bring about change. They are not people that tell others what to do when they themselves are not involved. So they are people that get involved. Develop your ideas continually as you conceptualize the idea and you start implementing the ideas. You start getting fresh perspectives and clear point of view of what needs to be done to make the world better. So what thought leaders do is that they keep reviewing, refining, and improving on the ideas, and also engage with the naysayers, dialogue with people that oppose your ideas, people that do not understand what you're doing, your critics, and engage them. And the good thing about this is that your naysayers can even teach you new ways forward or the obstacle in your path. So thought leadership means having a voice, an influence, and a say in what goes around you. So I'm going to talk about the steps to becoming a thought leader. These steps are given by Dory Clark, who is a strategy consultant for Google, Yale University, and also US National Park. So the first one here is that create a robust online presence. Create a robust online presence. If you have not seen the last episode that I did on this program, episode 13, where I talked about the how to use social media as a leadership tool, I want to encourage you to go and look at that episode. In that episode, I talked about how to optimize your profile on social media, how to optimize your engagement with your followers on social media, how to add values through the content that you share on social media. And this is the very first step to becoming a thought leader, creating a robust online presence. And what this involves is that you figure out who you are, what you are an expert in, and you understand your niche, where your expertise is most helpful, what your audience values, and then you try to connect all these dots. And you are consistent. It's not that you drop a content today and you disappear for another 3 4 months. You are consistently engaging your audience, and don't limit yourself in those areas that you are not that you don't have the capacity. You collaborate and engage and discuss with others that can help you. Number two is that you flaunt high quality affiliations, people that are thought leaders. They can help you to go up the steps. So when you meet them in conferences, in different fora, you take pictures with them, you engage them, you talk to them, you learn from them, and you make sure that you take pictures, you video your conversation with them, and you share on your social media, and it add a lot of values to you and also to your profile. Give public speeches. I know this is very difficult because not many people have the public speaking skills. Not many people have the confidence to actually face the mic, but you start with your association. You join association like Rotary, and you can even come and join us at Fat Corner. where you can learn how to engage a wider audience, where you can learn how to give speech, how to do research, and so on and so forth. And you work your way up your associations to other associations, to attending conferences and giving speech in in-house gigs for major corporations. And what you do is that you literally write them a letter, you suggest a topic, and you ask to be considered. You get directory of professional associations so that you can find out the contacts of who you can contact, and you discuss with them, and you give talk in their programs, and you make sure that you record everything and share on your own Twitter account, your own Facebook account, and YouTube channel. And this is very, very important. So another thing is that you need to appear on TV. I know this is difficult, especially when you are not known, and when you are not an established thought leader. But how to start this is that you make it a point of duty to build relationships with TV producers. You can follow them on Twitter, on other social media platforms, and strike up a conversation with them. Cable news outlets are particularly good targets because they have so much airtime to fill. And when you see a breaking news and you see that it's something that you are knowledgeable about and something you are passionate about and you like to talk about, you shoot producers an email offering to appear on their program and listing the main points that you would like to make. And like I said earlier, this project, Fat Corner, is a good training ground for you. You can volunteer to be part of us, of the team, and also to appear on our interview programs, and that kind of help you to build your communication skills, your presentation skills, and also to build your knowledge and your research skills. Win some awards. I know this is not easy for someone that is starting off. It's easy for people that are famous. Everyone wants to give awards to them if you are famous, because your name will be a draw for their events. But how do you get the awards? You need to prepare your thought leader momentum early on. Oh, that's difficult. So what you need to do is that don't be shy away from nominating yourself and telling your colleagues to nominate you. Identify the awards that matter in your industry, in your organization, your association. Monitor the deadlines and make it happen. Often there are fewer nominations than you might think, and you can actually win some of this award by default. And the last point is that publish a book. This is the added piece of the puzzle because um, publishing industry don't usually like to take a chance on authors without sufficient platform. And that is why you have to take into consideration all the methods that I mentioned above, so that you can create a platform for yourself. And when you create a platform for yourself, you can actually get a publishing industry to publish your book. The good news is that once you break through and get one contract, the world is your oyster. There is no more definitive proof of thought leadership than authoring a good book on your choosing subject, which is very, very important. So, on your road to becoming thought leadership, to become a thought leader, there are a lot of questions that will come to your head. And some of these questions are: number one, you are not the person. Number two, you don't even have the expertise. Number three, you are not good enough. So these are the voices that you'll be hearing. And what is the answer to these voices is that if not me, then who? And this is the answer that you need to give to this question, that if it is not you, then who? So if it is not me, then who? And there are rewards. Okay, before I talk about reward, let me also make a point that It is up to you to become a thought leader in your choosing profession, in your choosing field, in on topics that you are passionate about, in the arena that you have expertise in. It is up to you to become a thought leader. Nobody is going to make you a thought leader. So it is entirely your responsibility. So, what are the rewards of thought leadership? Establishing yourself as a thought leader has some rewards. It can lead to more influence, more impact, and even more income. And if you become a go to person in your field, you have the opportunity of leaving behind a lasting legacy, a vision for others to build on. And lastly, you have what we call career insurance because organizations like to work with established thought leaders. So you can't be out of job. People always want to get you on board in their organizations. They always want to get you as their consultants, as their collaborators, and so on and so forth. And as a thought leader, you will be establishing a strong brand, both for yourself and also for the organization that you represent. So this is very, very good. But there are also some risks that I need to tell you about. If you are a thought leader, you are a public figure. When you make mistakes, a lot of people are coming for you. They will attack you. And even when you don't make mistakes, there are people that just want to throw you on social media. So you see a lot of attacks, cyberbullying. So these are the risks that are involved, but the risks are not enough to stop you from becoming a thought leader. And I'm going to tell you how to increase the rewards of thought leadership and reduce the risk. And the number one thing I'm going to tell you is that be approachable. When you're approachable, um, then you people easily talk to you when they see that you've made mistake, and then you can quickly make an amend and make corrections and correct the mistakes. Also, it helps people to give you advice on what you are doing wrong. When people see that you are accessible and you are approachable, they give you advice, they give you their opinions on how you can improve on what you are doing. So this is very, very important as a strategy to increase the rewards of thought leadership and reduce the risk. Be approachable. Also seek support. No one is an island of knowledge. There's a lot of people that are ahead of you that have been doing these things. So you need to seek support from them. I would say you should have a board of personal directors, people that you go to that gives you direction, mentorship, and people that share their experience with you, and people that will be sincere enough to tell you when you are wrong and to commend you when you are right. So this are the ways of becoming um, a thought leader and also of getting the rewards that are associated with thought leadership. Thank you very much for listening to this episode, and I will meet you again for another episode next week. Please don't forget to like our page and on Facebook and like our channel on YouTube. Thank you very much.